Compared to its neighboring countries, Malaysia is relatively protected from disasters. However, over the years, we have seen the devastating effects of natural disasters, particularly landslides and floods. In December 2021, we experienced what is called a once-in-century flood disaster. Although rainfall hit several states, Selangor was particularly badly affected. In times of disasters, communities are negatively affected physically, financially, and psychologically. But we can turn this around and give the communities the power to change the cycle of loss and trauma. Funded by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA, the SeDAR project aims to empower communities by strengthening their capacity for disaster risk reduction. It is a joint program between the Selangor State Government, the International Research Institute of Disaster Science at Tohoku University, the Disaster Preparedness and Prevention Center at Universiti Teknologi Malaysia, and the Malaysia Civil Defence Force.
Saya Muhammad Hanafi bin Ahmad, Setiausaha Bahagian Khidmat Pengurusan Pejabat SUK Selangor. Saban tahun sejak kebelakangan ini kita punya negara sentiasa mengalami bencana, terutamanya banjir dan juga tanah runtuh. Jadi disebabkan itu Selangor tidak terlalu bersedia dengan keadaan begini. Akibatnya implikasinya ialah bahawa kita punya penduduk di Malaysia, di Selangor khususnya, tidak mempunyai satu keadaan bersedia untuk hadapi bencana-bencana seperti yang saya sebutkan tadi. Jadi untuk itu, sebab itulah kita bekerjasama dengan pihak Universiti Tohoku, UTM dan juga JICA untuk kita membuat satu kerjasama bersama-sama bagi kita mengurangkan risiko komuniti yang kita hadapi. Komuniti-komuniti ini telah tahu apa yang perlu dibuat semasa bencana yang telah berlaku. Kerajaan Selangor juga akan berbincang dengan pihak JICA SeDAR, dengan pihak Tohoku University dan juga UTM untuk kita mungkin teruskan lagi dalam masa 5 tahun yang akan datang supaya semua komuniti di negeri Selangor ini dapat manfaat dia.
SeDAR has two objectives: to install a science-based understanding of disaster risks among the community members, and to have communities and local governments develop DRR activities and programs and implement them together.
The Tohoku region, where I come from, was very severely hit by tsunami and earthquake in 2011, so that we lost more than 20,000 people by this disaster. One of the lessons learned from this disaster that how important for the community members to have disaster risk reduction capacity to make a decision how to respond to such a devastating event, and also what kind of action they should take by themselves. And I'm very happy to see we trained so many community members on disaster risk reduction knowledge and also the capacity through this program. 31 master trainers and 81 community trainers were trained through this program. So they are a significant asset for the Selangor State, because they can convey the messages of disaster risk reduction towards community members and also even the government officials, not only in Selangor State but nationwide. I hope the master trainers and community trainers trained through this program can convey the messages of disaster risk reduction and contribute to the capacity development of disaster risk reduction, not only in Selangor State but entire Malaysia.
It is a 4-year project at 4 sites, which are in Klang District, Kampung Sungai Serai, and Batu 14 in Hulu Langat District, and Ulu Klang in Gombak District. Phases of the SeDAR program: understanding risk with scientific evidence and analysis, training the local leaders, increase knowledge of communities on disaster risks and preparedness, plan and implement DRR activities by communities, localize and sustain program.
One of the challenges that we faced at the beginning of this program was that it was really hard to get community buy-in or communities to participate actively in the SeDAR program. Having run the SeDAR program for 4 years, finally the communities realized that the power to mitigate or reduce disaster risk at the community level is themselves. That was sort of the big change from at the beginning of the program to right now, is this mindset of empowerment and realizing that it's the communities that can drive DRR at the grassroots level.
Towards the end of the 4-year program, communities put their knowledge into action by carrying out DRR activities. One of the activities in Kapar was a community exercise to identify routes to reach the evacuation center. Flood warning sirens were relayed through mosque loudspeakers.
Bahaya, air sungai telah melebihi arah bahaya. Siap-siap untuk segera bertindak.
Jadi dengan adanya aktiviti-aktiviti ini, masyarakat akan sentiasa bersedia dan sentiasa peka serta fokus untuk mengambil langkah-langkah drastik bila menghadapi bencana ini dan tidak hanya bertumpu atau menunggu bantuan dari pihak-pihak agensi-agensi tertentu.
In Batu 14, Hulu Langat, where landslides are common, a community-based slope monitoring session was carried out together with the depth of mineral and geoscience, as well as the Public Works Department. And a disaster risk reduction for school children was done.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Saya Siti Khadijah binti Muhammad Ali daripada Sekolah SMK Abdul Jalil. Program ni perlu dilanjutkan di sekolah lain untuk bagi menyedari murid-murid yang lain bencana alam yang berlaku di Malaysia.
Saya Puan Wan Norma binti Wampi, pengetua cemerlang SMK Abdul Jalil. Kita dapat meningkatkan pengetahuan. Selain daripada kita dapat sedikit sebanyak ilmu bagaimana untuk menangani bencana.
At Kampung Sungai Serai, Hulu Langat, which often experiences floods, a plogging event was carried out to reduce the occurrence of flash floods.
Saya Kapten Penawam Usman Belok daripada Angkatan Pertahanan Malaysia Daerah Hulu Langat di Selangor. So pada pagi ini kita telah menjalankan salah satu daripada aktiviti yang dinamakan program Kampung Bersih Komuniti Sihat. Di mana program ini adalah kita menjalankan aktiviti gotong royong yang mana kita melibatkan komuniti dan salah satu daripada peranan yang kita buat hari ini adalah kita membersihkan kawasan-kawasan yang kita rasa berpotensi untuk berlaku bencana.
Mana murid-murid dapat diterapkan, dapat didedahkan dengan apakah itu bencana. Di mana bencana, ada bencana alam dan juga bencana yang disebabkan oleh kerakusan dan kelalaian sikap manusia itu sendiri. Mereka juga tahu apakah punca-punca yang disebabkan bencana, dapat menerapkan nilai-nilai murni untuk menjaga kebersihan, terutamanya kebersihan diri, kebersihan dan menjaga keindahan alam sekitar kawasan kampung agar kampung kita mengekalkan keindahannya dan jauh daripada penyakit.
At Ulu Klang, which experiences landslides, communities stated the need for an emergency disaster response training, which was carried out by the Malaysia Defence Force.
Latihan ini telah membuka mata kepada semua peserta yang berada di sini tentang cara-cara bagaimana suatu pasukan emergency response team akan bertindak apabila berlaku suatu bencana di kawasan mereka. Latihan ini telah mendedahkan kami kepada banyak teknik-teknik yang boleh memberi manfaat kepada semua komuniti pada masa bencana itu berlaku.
Communities also set up a DRR resource center for more information sharing and dialogues with government agencies. Inspired by their achievements and empowered to be more proactive, these communities shall continue to put their DRR ideas into actions that best addresses their need. This is localizing DRR actions.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Nazli binti Idris daripada Taman Bukit Jaya, Bukit Antarabangsa, Ulu Klang. Dia merupakan satu pusat untuk penduduk setempat berkumpul, di mana kita boleh berbincang berkenaan dengan semua masalah-masalah yang related dengan bencana. Sebab bencana kita tak tahu bila-bila dia akan berlaku. Jadi penduduk di sini sentiasa bersiap siaga, ya, dengan maklumat yang mereka perolehi daripada pusat DRR ini.